Alright guys, I'm killing myself here. I'm trying to make this video shorter. This is literally the third time I've started this video. I keep going like, oh my God. I had it up to an hour and 54 minutes yesterday. I just tried shortening it down. These are all the video clips I needed to add in, and it was like 2 hours long, way too long. So I remade the part that I'm doing now. I remade it a little bit ago, still too long. So I'm going to try making this super quick. Um, it's hard to go over so much information without having the video freaking forever long, it seems like. So, open sesame. So the object 7032. I just had a match in it. Where the hell? Here's the results. Nothing to write home about. I don't know if this thing isn't being played by a lot of people or the people just aren't doing good in it, but I only did like 1,395 damage, and that was a 1,599 WN8 and a Mastery Badge Class 3. That's a pitiful amount of damage. I mean, that is literally pitiful. That's sad. What happened was I went to where the heavies kind of bump heads there by that bridge, and a lot of their tanks were already there. So I was able to get a shot at WZ-132, which I was surprised that it hit at that distance. We hit him for 376, the 703 version 2, 122 here. I flanked around the building. Well, actually, on the way around to flank him, this renegade, I ran into him, put a double shot into him because he had 671 hit points, so we finished him off. Versus doing a single shot and then a single shot, because then he would have got another shot into me. So I aimed at his lower plate and kabloom, finished him off with a double shot salvo. Bounced one of his rounds, originally spotted him. This 703 version 2, we put one round into him for 348. Knocked out his fuel tank, destroyed his track, originally spotted him. And this guy right here, I'm kicking my own butt because the simple fact is I forgot to take it off heat. I absolutely hate heat shells, and if my dumb ass would have taken it off heat, put it back on APCR, I would have easily finished him off because I was shooting him in the side. He was angled pretty much like that. I mean, literally, I was shooting him in the side, but I wasn't paying attention to the shells that I had loaded, and I had heat shells, and his tracks ate shell after shell after shell. And then after I got destroyed, I looked down and I'm like, you idiot. Oh, I couldn't believe I had left it on that. I was so pissed at myself. E75 TS, we just spotted him, and he got hit for 97, so I don't know, maybe I bumped into him, or I spotted him, and somebody hit him with, splashed him with 30, I don't know. So yeah, this match really wasn't anything to write home about. We were in the middle of the damage pack, like I said. I show you guys my very first match, and it's like I always say, I don't cherry pick my videos. I like to show you the very first one so you can see what it's going to do, if it's a piece of crap and whatever. The armor on this thing isn't anything special, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you are getting the loot boxes and you don't get this tank, I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest with you. I mean, I would prefer to get the E75 TS. That one, I like that one over this way more. The object, or the SU-130 PM, that tank destroyer, the Progetto, any of those would be way better than this thing. I mean, I got a hell of a crew in this thing, and the stats on it are barely even close to being like a usable, I don't want to say usable tank, but a decent, decent stats. It's just, yeah, it's got horrendous stats, and it's hard to get worth being any good. I mean, look at the crew I have in this thing, and yeah, dispersion still isn't the best. I mean, it's a lot better than what it was, but yeah, just any other tank. So if you don't get, I would prefer to get when I was opening these loot boxes, my son and I agree 100%. This year just seems like you didn't get half of what you did last year. I don't know if last year and the year before, and the year before that, Wargaming, because I'm 99% sure that the previous years you got 100 loot boxes for $100. And this year you got 75 loot boxes for $100. I think what happened was so many people walked away with so much golden credits that they probably didn't buy much of any premium stuff, premium time, gold, credits, tanks because they won a lot in the loot boxes. And Wargaming was probably kicking their own butt thinking, a couple months after that, we're not making money like we were or we should be. So next Christmas, let's not do, let's not give out as much as we did the last years because they screwed themselves. And sure enough, my son even said the same thing. He's like, Dad, it seems like I didn't walk away with half as what I did last year. And I said, exactly, I agreed 100%. Before I started opening loot boxes, I opened 75 of them. I had 18 million credits. You can look at a video I did like 3 days ago or whatever before the loot boxes, 18 million credits. So that means I got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, about 4 million credits. Woohoo! That's really, compared to what I got last year and the year before, I think I had like close to 20 some million credits from just the loot boxes last year and the year before. Um, Gold, I've got 82,407. I already had close to 9 or 10,000 gold in my garage, so I think I got like 60 or 70,000 gold. In the previous years, I'm telling you guys, my son even said the same exact. He only got 50,000 gold, and so I did fare a little bit better on the gold than he did. We both got the E75 TS, the 703 version 2. I think he might have got the Progetto. I'm not real sure. Last year, he got every one of the premium tanks. Every one of them that you could win. Type 59, E25, all literally, the auto loaders there, the latrine. I mean, literally, he got every one of them. This year, he got 2 or 3. It's like, I think what happened was, last year after Christmas, they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Linda, Bill, and Frank, and Susan, but we're gonna have to lay you off because people aren't buying premium time and tanks and stuff because of the Christmas loot boxes. So we gotta lay you guys off." And so this year they didn't want to have to lay off, Cindy and Frank and Mark, just, like they did last year. So they were like, "All right, we're not gonna give out." Like we did in the loot boxes the last couple years. I honest to God think they did. They really skimped on the loot boxes this year. My son got I got him 100. I got him a 75 pack and a 25 pack, and he won, like I said, the E75 TS and the 703 version. 703, right? I've been calling this thing everything but what it is. The 703 version 2, and maybe the Progetto. I can't remember. And like I said, he got like 50,000 gold, and I got it on my text. I'm not sure. I think he said 10. Now I'm gonna look. I'm sorry, guys. I want to say he said like 10 million um, credits. Let me look back on my old textaroo here. Yep, he said he got 50,000 gold, 3 million credits. 3 million credits. That's it. I got 4 million credits because I already had 18 million credits in my garage, and he got 50,000 gold. I think I got 60 or 70,000 gold. So yeah, they definitely skimped on the loot boxes this year by far. It's kind of a shitty thing. You get good. It's like when you get a Christmas bonus every year. You get a Christmas bonus for $1,000 2 years ago. Last year you get a Christmas bonus for $1,000, same as you did the year before. And this year you get a $5 Christmas bonus. It's like, whoa, what the hell? You kind of look at that. People have saved up their money specifically to buy these Christmas loot boxes, knowing it was a good deal. And "was" is the key word, because this year, unless, I don't know, maybe I got the generic version gift boxes. I don't know, but I definitely did not walk away with what I did the last couple years in a row. Not even remotely close. Not even close, to be honest with you. But yeah, so we only did 1,395 damage, 1 kill, base experience of 742. My team didn't push and help me when I flanked around and took out the Renegade, come down that alley, started getting them, flanking them, and had them shooting at me. And what's my team do? They sat there. Even I said something. I'm like, "Gee, thanks for waiting for me to get fucking killed before you guys help." I mean, literally, I died and then they pushed. It's like, you freaking idiots. Even the T28 prototype on my team was like, he said, "Sorry, mate." I mean, obviously they saw what they did. They just sat there and didn't do anything while I'm flanking them. It's like, when you see an enemy getting flanked by a teammate, push, help. I mean, oh my God. one guy can't take on 3 tanks at once, you know? It's like, Jesus. And the thing that really pissed me off is one of the tanks that was down low, that was in front of the tanks that were sitting there not doing anything, he actually drove up the hill and shot me and finished me off. And my team didn't even push forward and shoot at him. I'm like, you damn idiots. But we had 8 shots, 7 hit, 4 pen, 1,395 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters, 376. We got hit 5 times, 4 pen, 1 bounced. Woohoo! Um, yeah, the armor on this isn't all that it's cracked up to be. So he bounced 360 damage. Spotted 2, damaged 3, destroyed 1, 97 damage with our assistance. Walked away with 69,751 credits. That's because I have the Holiday Ops bonus. I got 14,638 credits there. And reward for completing a mission, 50,000 credits there. So, yeah, if I wouldn't have had that, I would have only walked away with about 9,000 credits because of my dumbass forgetting to take it off premium. Oh, I was so freaking mad. But anyway, so that's the 703 version 2. And God, that's one thing I hate about the Christmas thing. I always hit those stupid trees and stuff. So yeah, that's the Object 703 version 2, 122, not the 100. Don't make the same mistake I did and get all your snow maidens and set it up in the wrong tank because I think I already covered it, but if I didn't, if you look right here where it says 122, when I got all my crew set up, I didn't realize that they had the tank that they don't have in the tech tree yet, the 703-2 version, the 100 with the 100 millimeter, which will be the tier 7, is already here. So when I got the female set up, I set them up in this tank. And then I went to use a crew book to bring up their crew skills. It says, cannot do it. They're not set up in that tank. I'm like, what the hell is it talking about? I just got them. How can, I mean, they're at 3 crew skills. Some, this one here is at 5. What do you mean? And then I looked, I'm like, oh, you damn retard. Cost me over 1,000 gold to reset them up in the correct tank. So don't make the same retarded mistake like I did, because boy, I felt stupid as hell when I did that. But, like I said, it's okay. I would prefer the E75 TS, the Progetto, the SU 130 PM over this any day of the week. Yeah, it's nice that I was able to, do that 691 damage to the Renegade and take him out, because he would have definitely been able to put another shell in me before I got reloaded again. But, it's kind of a gimmicky just thing. It's nothing. I mean, the armor is kind of iffy at best. So far, I mean, I've only had one match in it. I show you the first one, but I'm just not really impressed with it. I mean, I can see myself playing this once in a while, maybe platoon up with my son, and then you got 2 of these running together. That'll be a little bit better, because you got a pretty lengthy reload. If you do your double barrel shot, 20-some seconds. Well, 11 seconds before. Oh, the one thing I wanted to say before I forget. Never mind. I'll just put it. I'll put it in the quick. When I go over the stats of this real quick. So, anyways. I'm cutting this short because it's already long enough. But you guys take it easy, be safe. Good luck on the loot boxes if you get them. Like I said, I don't think they're paying out like they did the last couple years in a row, and I'm going to look to see how many loot boxes I got last year and previously, because I've got videos of those, I'm pretty sure, on YouTube, so I'm going to look. I wish you the best of luck if you do get the loot boxes. I really hope you get, what you want. And, I know everybody wants this tank. But like I said, if you don't get it, they'll probably sell it for one thing in the premium shop. I'm guessing within a week or so after, they're done with all the hype and the loot boxes. I'll bet you $100 that this one and the 75 TS will come to the premium shop anytime now. So if you don't get it in the loot box, don't go and spend another. I mean, I spent $200, $250 actually, because $100 on mine, and then $150 on my son's for the 75, and then the 25 or 50. Maybe it was 25. It was whatever the one level is lower than the 75. I don't know if it was 50 or 25. I don't know. I think you can get like 3, 5, and then it jumps up. Actually, I think we can look, can't we? Purchase. Yeah, 3, 11, 25, and 75. Big jump in price when you go from 3, which I don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll get real lucky and get 3 premium tanks with 3. 11, obviously, your odds are a little bit better, but then you're up to $40. So yeah, I spent $140 on my son's, but that's what he wanted for Christmas. Very hard to buy for kids nowadays. Not like when I was a kid. They didn't have computers and games and all this stuff, and you wanted a sled and football and baseball. Now they want video games and stuff like this, but hey, that's what he wanted, and I try and make my kids happy. So yeah, so I spent 140 on his. So he got 100 loot boxes is what he wanted. So I got him 100 loot boxes, and he ended up walking away with the E75 TS, the 703 version 2, and I think he got the Progetto. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to ask him. But like I said, he said the same thing, that he doesn't believe that you got half of what we got the last couple years in a row. Not even close, remotely close. It's like it was kind of sad on the amount of credits. I mean, he got I think I said um, 4 million credits, 4 or 5 million credits, and I think I got 4 million. He got 5, I got 4. That's what it was. He got 5 million credits, I got 4 million, and then gold, he got 50,000 gold, and I got like 60-some thousand gold. So yeah, not even close to what they paid out the last couple years in a row on those loot boxes. So yeah, and I also think, like I said, you got 100 last year and the year before, where this year you got 75 for $100. I think they kind of went skimpy this year, which pisses me off, you know. But yeah, anyways, let's call her quits there. I hope you guys, like I said, wish you the best of luck and a Merry Christmas. I'll probably get a couple more videos out before Christmas. If not, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family and your friends. Have a great time. And I'll, see you guys out on the battlefield. Alrighty guys, I'm going to try spitting out a review of this real quick, because I got a review of this, the E75 TS, the replay for both this and the E75 TS, and we talk a little bit about the loot box stuff. So it's going to be kind of a lengthy video, but yesterday I did this, I had it all set up, I was getting it compiled. I was up to an hour and 54 minutes or hour and 58 minutes. I'm like, oh no, never. People will watch, 15 minutes of it and be bored and shut it off, and it's a lot of um, gigabytes there to upload, so I had to really cut it down. So we're just gonna go over this real quick and get some gameplay in there and call her a video. So what do you get if you get the 703 version 2? You guys will see the first match that I had. I did do another match in it just for the hell of it while I was dinking around. Because at first I wasn't going to do this tank for a couple days, and I thought, nah, let's just add it in here and be done with it. So, what do you get if you get the 703 version 2 122 in the loot boxes? So, you get a double barrel gun, 12 point. Now, I'm going to give you the stock, but you obviously get what my reload and stuff is now, which is substantially better. Pretty much all the stats of this tank are garbage. The only good thing it's really got going for it is the armor in certain areas, but gun handling sucks. Complete trash. The moving, just everything about this tank is just pretty much junk, to be honest with you, except for the armor's okay. I mean, seriously, guys, if you don't get this in the loot box, I wouldn't worry about it. I know you're probably saying, yeah, fuck you, you got it, so I can understand you saying that, but if you were to play it, you would, and hopefully my replay will show you what I'm talking about. So anyways, you get a tier 8 gun, 12.5 load per gun, and there's a 5-second shot time between a shot and switching to the loaded gun. So yeah, it's bang, 5 seconds, bang. So there's a time before you can pull the trigger again. And then if you do the double barrel shot, there's a 4-second pause before it'll start loading. 221 standard on your APCR, which is great. 270 for your heat, which I freaking hate heat. You will see in the replay, my dumbass forgot to take it off heat, and on the 703 that I was shooting at, his tracks were eating my frickin' ammunition for lunch. Now, if my dumbass would have put it back on APCR instead of forgetting, then I would have easily penetrated him and taken him out. So, kicking myself still, as you can see. 390 average damage, pretty nice. I mean, it's really nice, and you'll see that I get I'm drawing a blank, the new Renegade. I got a Renegade in front of me, come around the corner because I was going to flank the enemy, and he had 700 some health, and so I did a double shot on him and took him out in one salvo. Um, Dispersion is 0.44, aim time is 3.5 seconds. Yeah, like I said, the gun handling, gun stats, everything about this tank is pretty trash, except for the armor is about the only thing really that's going good for it, and that's not even the best. Um, so, matter of fact, we'll talk about the armor right now. You get 140 on the hull, 220 on the turret. So, and it's got the same old weak spot like the IS-3 and all the other IS tanks, pretty much this right here. If you're in like a KV-5, shit, you could be in a PZ-1C if you were over this and shot down in this and go right through that, like 10, like super easy. And we'll check, I need to get Armor Inspector on there, but boy, it's getting the video way out there, guys. On the side, we're looking at 100 on the hull, 120 on the turret. And on the rear, you got 60 on the hull and 90 on the turret. The hull, or excuse me, the turret, I was surprised was only 90. All I can think of is because it's not really, I don't know. It's usually on the Russian tanks, even the back's like 100 and some millimeters thick. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. But yeah, don't lose any sleep if you don't get it. It's nothing to write home about. So I got my stats. My reload per gun is 10.99 seconds, and that's with food and with a hell of a good crew. And with, I ended up going, because you can't use a gun rammer on this, so I ended up using vertical stabs, coated optics, and the improved ventilation to help as much as I could all the stats, because like I said, the stats on this thing are junk. And then I put a super good crew in it, and so my reload is 21.98 seconds, but that's for both barrels, I believe is how it works. Yeah. So it's like 10.99, 10.99, both barrels are loaded. 5 seconds in between shooting the left barrel, then the right barrel, or vice versa. And then two rounds, obviously, one in each barrel. 4 seconds once you hold you gotta hold the well, I've got mine set up as the center mouse button. I hold it for 3 seconds. It does a double shot, and there's a 4-second pause before it'll start loading the gun. And then I've got a 10.99 second, then that barrel will be loaded, and then another 10.99, and the other one's loaded. Once this one's loaded, you can shoot, though. You don't have to wait until they're both loaded. But then you got a little bit, I think, longer reload. So it'll make your average damage per minute go down if you're double salvo shooting a lot. Let's see, 22.7 gun traverse, so that's slow. The hull traverse is slow. 31.3, it's okay. It's not really good, but it's okay. Aim time is complete trash. Even with the crew and everything I got set up, it's still over 3 seconds. So your aim, it's like it takes forever to aim in at anything at distance. So this is going to be a close-up brawler. I mean, plain and simple. I was lucky enough to hit something at distance I couldn't even believe. I actually did hit it, and it was quite a distance away. Dispersion at 100 meters is still 0.39 with the crew that I've got, and with the setup I have, and with food. Yeah, so the dispersion is really, it's a lot better than what it was, though. And my average damage per minute is 2130. Hit points are 1500. Mobility, it's a 60.4 ton tank, so pretty heavy, 720 horsepower engine. So your specific power to weight is only 11.92. Not that good. Top speed is 38 forward, 15 in reverse. Not that good. It is a heavy, though. So given, it's not a medium. So those are going to be lower. It's just with that power to weight to get up to 38, and if you're climbing hills, it's going to be slow. It's a slow tank. It's not fast. If you don't like slow tanks, don't get it. Or don't even worry about wanting to get it. Concealment's 8. That's funny. View range is 444, and my signal range is 793. I'm going to go ahead and call our quits on this part, and we'll get to the next tank and all the other goodies and stuff. So hold on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are on Paris in the 703 version 2. I am going to go to the south over here where the heavy tanks usually kind of clash, and you're going to see that this is a pretty slow tank. Gun handling is horrendously bad. The only good thing, like I said, that is going on is if you run it and use your armor, you can, bounce some rounds. But when I get up here, where did he go? Because I know he comes over here. The E75 TS, at least I thought it was E75 TS. Maybe it wasn't. maybe it was a 703 version 2. Somebody is just, as I'm trying to aim in at a Renegade, they're bumping into me, and I was trying to do a double shot, so I start charging it up. I actually had to let up on the charge and back up because he kept ramming into me. Oh, yep, E75TS, here he comes. Thing does tool right along. We get lit up just as we get over here, so it's a good thing. But, yeah, so I get down here. I take a hard charge right down here, and I'm saying help. So I'm just trying to get down here. So the Renegade there is not able to get a shot at me, but I wanted to get this position because if you can get this position, you can do your shots a lot better. So I'm getting rammed right now. I'm trying to do the double barrel shot, and then I was getting, oh, it was the 703 version 2. I think this guy here, the 75TS, did ram into me also. But we charged up to do a double barrel shot, and because of this guy ramming into me, and also the wait time of the shot to go off, the Renegade started backing up, and so at that angle on his upper plate, it just bounced, which kind of sucked. I did have it on heat, and I completely forgot to take it off, which I hate heat rounds, but I wanted to try and show with heat and APCR, and then I completely forgot to load in the APCR, which I really wanted to because you'll see tracks on tanks eat heat for lunch, and up top of that 703 is up there. I end up going after him, forgetting to take it off heat shells, and his tracks just eat one shell after another. Where if I would had on APCR, I would have finished him off so easy. But nope, I screwed up. So, unfortunately, if you ever see me leaving it on heat shells, I can guarantee it's because I forgot. Because I absolutely, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, know I hate heat shells. But so, yep, screwed it up. And one thing I keep forgetting to tell you guys, also, which is a neat thing about the 703. So you're loading, let's say you got it set up to load a heat shell. This barrel gets loaded up with a heat shell. You can have the second shell load up an APCR shell. So you could have a heat shell in one, an APCR in the other, or a heat and an HE, or an HE and an APCR. Once it gets loaded, you just set up the second, where you got highlighted for number 2 to load your heat, and then as it's loading, you press number 2 to load up your next shell. It's going to load your next shell in the other barrel. It's going to be the opposite, like an APCR shell. So that's kind of cool. Normally, with any of the other guns that are auto loading type, you have all the same shell. You can't mix and match. So basically, I'm just trying to back up and kind of get out of the way because this is just it's just too many people here. You got us 3 down here. You got a bunch up there. So those guys, obviously, they're not going to come around. I mean, look at all this stuff. We got 2 heavies over there, 3 heavies there, tank destroy. They're just not going to come around. They're not dumb. And then we got some stuff on our keisters up here. So I end up saying, screw it. I'm going to back up out of here. And then I am going to try and flank the enemy team. So I got lucky enough that it was already shrunk in. So we take a shot at the WZ-132 because he's shooting at us. And I end up hitting him. He gets out of there because he knew he was spotted and he wasn't going to stick around. He's down to 200 something health now too. He must have hit, he must have hit our E75TS in the keister. So basically, I'm just going to go work up in that area here in a minute. So we're finally loaded up with 2 shells again. I was thinking about coming back down here, and then I'm like, screw this. It's just way too many people. I'm going to head up this way and just try and flank the enemy team. You can see that the traverse on the turret is just god-awful bad. I mean, it is really slow. And the tank itself, I mean, we're doing 30. And there is a little bit of a hill here. Not much, And we come up here and we come around the corner, and lo and behold, there's a Renegade. Yay, somebody to shoot at. And we're going to do a double wall up on this guy. This is both charging the shell, charging the shot, charging the shot, charging the shot. Boom. So he just took 2 shells on the front for 671 damage and finished him off. Where that is kind of hit and miss if you want to use that. I did because I knew I'd finish him off with a double salvo. If I would have done a single shot, it would have taken me 2 shots to kill him, and he would have been able to hit me at least one more time. So I just figured both shots, and you could see he was doing the right thing. He wasn't just sitting there. He wasn't backing up. He was coming at me, and he was moving like this, moving his hull. But I had heat shells loaded, so we were still able to go through no problem, which APCR at that range, I would have rather had APCR loaded. But this is where I completely screw up. I come up around here, and I don't know, it was because I was kind of watching the gun and watching the load time and just everything, but I completely forgot to put it on APCR. And if I would have had an APCR coming around this right here, watch this. Single shot, boom, we hit him. 2, 1. If I would have had an APCR, we would have finished him off. But no, I shoot him in the track. He hits me, and now I got this my app back on here. Let's see where he hit me, because he just ammo racked me. He's using heat also, and he hit me right here. I think this was a shot from the Renegade earlier, but his shot hit right there, knocked out my ammo rack. So if you're looking to ammo rack one of these, put a couple shots right in that area, and you'll probably pop his top. But I fixed the ammo rack, but you can see I hit him in the track with. Now, if I would, like I said, if I would have had APCR loaded, I would have finished him off. But nope, stupid me, being a retard. I had left it on heat. I back up. I go after the 703 version 2 again, loading. Yes, heat again. And what do? Let's shoot him in the track again. Actually, I hit him in the upper. Wow. I am actually surprised it's the angle that saved him. The angle, and then I shot him in the upper plate. That didn't go through. I'm actually surprised that did not go through his upper plate. Not at a super angle. I mean, he's angled, but yeah, I'm actually really surprised that it didn't go through. What you really want to do, or what I should have done, is aim for right here, aim for right here, because you can get shots. Let's see if I can zoom in. You shoot right there, you'll pen just about, I'd say, 9 out of 10 times. I should have shot him pretty much anywhere but the upper plate. I should have aimed for like even the driver's hatch right there. I probably would have had a better chance, but ended up hitting right there. So whatever. He ends up not taking me out, but this guy does down here, I believe it is. This is what I mean. Look at all these guys down here. Half our freaking team. I'm up here flanking them, and none of these idiots move forward to help me. I mean, literally, if I were down there and saw this guy ISM is, 1 or 2 shots, basically. This Renegade, 2 shots. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks. 7! And they were too chicken shit to go against 2. 2. And I'm up here by myself, and then actually one of these guys, I think the Renegade here, stops, backs up the hill, and shoots me and finishes me off. Because my team were oh so helpful. See, now this is where the long load time kills you. I was trying to just get him to not be able to get a shot on me where I could get his lower plate, and I probably would have got him, but no, because the Renegade came up the hill and finished me off. What the hell got him? Oh, these guys down there did. Yeah, even then, like I said, those guys could have pushed forward and taken him out, and I'd have been alive if they would have helped, because I wouldn't have taken so much damage from him. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, thanks for, and then after I'm dead, look, now they decide, we'll push now. Oh yeah, the tank up there that was flanking, he's dead, so, yeah, we'll go ahead and push. I mean, Jesus, criminy Christmas. This Renegade that's almost full health, he takes off, and we end up winning this match. I mean, you can see we got a hell of a lead on him. I even said, which normally I don't type in the chat like this, I said, wow, idiots, I was flanking them. You could have pushed. But no, they didn't. Even the T-28 prototype says, sorry, mate. I mean, he even knows they should have pushed. With 7, 8 tanks there, and they all just sat there versus 1, 2, 3 tanks, because that Renegade over here wasn't doing much of anything. But still, I mean, anyways, even if they did, it's like, I mean, look at this. It's like a plethora of tanks, and they all sat there and didn't come out to help. Thanks for nothing. And I just said, even back to the T-20 Pro, I said, not your fault. Everyone waited until I got killed. Then they decided to push. But yeah, so that's the game set match. We end up finishing the rest of these guys off. Like I said, I would prefer the E75 TS over this tank any day of the week. This is all right with the double barrel charge up and shoot. That's kind of cool, but yeah, nothing. Like I said, I would rather have the E75 TS to be honest with you. A lot more accurate gun, faster reload, faster tank. Armor's about the same, really. I mean, well, the frontal armor on this is on the hull is better, but I think the turret on the 75 TS is better. But anyways, yeah. So if you guys want to hold on for a minute, I'll some post game stats, and we'll do the E75 TS and all this fun stuff, and we will call it a video. So hold on a minute, guys, and I'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in Pilsen in the E75 TS. And let's see what they changed my name to today for this match. It is Gamby Gamer Girl Laco. Oh my god, where do they come up with these names? Now, as you can see, obviously, if you do not have XVM installed on your computer, it is virtually impossible to figure out who is a good player, who is a bad player, mediocre, so on and so forth. But excuse me, obviously, I better get this going. This video is already freaking like long as ever. But you know, the thing is once you put XVM on there, or anybody in, either team or anybody else does, I'm gonna check the settings out. I'm not gonna pause this or change it. Okay, that's not bad. But if they have XVM, it's like spot on. You can figure out who's running the anonymizer and who's not. Anyways, in this map, I like to go in this position right over here, and with this thing, it definitely has some oomph. It is pretty fast. I mean, for a heavy tank, this thing, it moves like a medium. It's in a straight line. It's just literally spot on. It's like a medium. It's not like a real fast medium, but it's it moves pretty quick. But I like to get in this position right over here, and then when people come into this building here, over straight across, you can get some nice shots, side shots on them, because they usually come shooting across right here, and they'll try and get behind this rock pile over here, so you can get some nice shots on them as they cross. So I'm pre-aiming there, and I'm watching these guys come up around this way to this building, and well, I'm all set and ready to start pulling the trigger, but unfortunately nothing seems to be coming this way. They all seem to be kind of going over to the east side of the map. I think when I was talking about this map, I said west side. I had my sides messed up. But so our 703, he goes pushing in there. He's asking for help, and then I want to get a shot in. He's in the way, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, crap! How can I get any help in there? But due to the awesome accuracy of this, now that I got it all set up, I was able to put that thread in the needle and nail the 703 version 2 122 for 339. So what I want to do is head over here and try and help them out, because there's 3 heavies going in there. Tiger 1 KV3, obviously. They're tier 7s. He's a tier 8. I want to get in there and help him too, especially with the 703 version 2 of this dual gun. And I'm not seeing anything, excuse me, guys, sorry, up this way, so I'm thinking it's probably clear for me to zing over there, and unfortunately I was wrong. Didn't see anything, and I'm like, yay! And then all of a sudden that UDZ-03 that was sitting right there was able to plug me for, what did he hit me for? 417. Good hit on his part. And I don't have any of my mods on here. You can actually see where it hit right there. Usually you can't see where it hits. That's why I like having my mod pack on here with the colors. But and I will stop it to see where I do get hit, because I'm kind of interested. But he knows I'm aiming in on him. Now I'm kind of screwed. I can't get over there. The Leo cuts through there, but he used my being there and the UDZ-03 backing up to his advantage to get over there to help. So I figured, well, I'm going to hold up right here. Our Tiger 1's getting kind of low. I'm just kind of feeling out what's going on, because I'm watching this map and I'm seeing we got enemy tanks coming up over here already. And I don't like sitting here, but literally, guys, I've been on the losing team out of like 17 matches. I've been on the losing team 14 times in the last like 4 or 5 days. So I've been trying to play it safe. Now this time, unfortunately, I played it a little too safe. But they are on our back door, so I felt like my best bet is to go through this building right here and kind of try and flank them. So I push the door down, and what happens? But this freaking thing gets in my way, and I couldn't get a shot off because that damn door stuck to my gun. Because I could have probably shot at the Super Hellcat, and I probably would have hit him. But the luck I have, more than likely, I probably would have missed. So I figure I'm gonna go ahead and push through here. Now I know that UD's-03 is probably gonna be sitting right up there on that hill. So I want to get rid of something. Take out the Tiger 1. There's UD's-03, and he went right through us with a standard round. Where? This is why I really like having my mod pack. I imagine he probably just went through. Yeah, just guessing. I'm thinking he probably. God dang it all. Probably just went through my drive wheel or something. It's probably not even. Nah, matter of fact, I'm not even going to waste my time to stop. Well, no, I want to see if they hit me in the lower plate. So, 54 Mod 1 and I are working on the UD's-03. We get a nice hit on him. Back up. 54 Mod 1, I thought he had less hit points than he did, but he was doing pretty darn good. The reload on this I'm really liking. So the heavies and the tier 7s and 8s over here in this building actually handled these guys really well. So I'm going after UD's-03, and really the 703's only got 31 hit points. I saw the 703 version 2 coming out, and I thought maybe he needed help. So I was going to go in there and try taking him out, but got beat to the draw by the 54 Mod 1, which, hey, that's fine. Then I look at him like, oh my god, we're rolling over these guys so fast, I need to get damage. I'm only up to 891 damage. I come rolling up over the hill. I'm waiting for artillery to light up or anything. Tank destroyers. I see the artillery. I'm trying to get in a good spot to get a shot off at him, and I didn't wait. I should have waited another second. But no, I didn't, because I just wanted to get the darn shot off, hoping I would actually hit him, and I freaking missed. I was so mad. So it's starting to look real slim on getting more damage done, and I'm kind of bummed. First match, I want to at least get 1,000 damage. I'm thinking to myself, this sucks. 891 damage. I mean, I've still got it's close to 3/4 of my health, the 867 out of 1,500, so not doing too bad. So I'm on the cap. There's already 2 of them on the cap. The Leo and the Mod 1. I thought the D54 Mod 1, I thought he had a lot less hit points. But, so what I'm going to do, instead of staying on cap and just getting some cap points, I want more damage, but also what I'm doing is I want to push forward, in that way if anybody comes back, because they still have, 3 tank destroyers, 2 of them very mobile, very fast. This is silent but deadly, E25 there. He could be right next to you and shoot, and you wouldn't even know it half the time. PZ-58 Mutts, good gun, pretty accurate, fast reload. But I'm thinking I need to get 1, more damage. 2, I don't want them to come back and reset our cap. Then I saw the Mutts, full health, the Scorpion, full health, and then there's the other 2 tank destroyers not even lit, the E25 and the J Panther. So I'm thinking to myself, yay, I might just get at least over 1,000 frickin' damage. And then I'm looking, and the Mutts, I know he's on the other side of the hill. And again, I didn't wait, because I wanted to get the shot off at the Scorpion, because he was backing down, so I frickin' missed. Aim at the Mutts, aiming in, and we hit him. Yay, 1258, we're over 1,000 damage. I mean, it sounds stupid, but oh my god. Oh, and then here's the J Panther. Nice way to find him. But like I said, he was heading back to try resetting the cap. So, and he was full health. I did take a shot in the side, right where you want to shoot too. For one, that's when I actually wanted to shoot lower. He wanted to shoot down here. He shot up here, but still, they could have locked my turret ring, shoot me there. But the Scorpion's behind the hill, so my best bet to try getting damage is try and hit the J Panther. So basically, all I'm going to do real quick. Actually, did he lock my turret? No, my turret's either damaged or no. unable to rotate. So it was locked. I think I fixed. Yeah, I think I just fixed it real quick because I do an auto lock and then miss the J Panther. But I'll put it on this so you can see what I did. So locked my turret, start turning because I finally fixed it, and miss, and match is over with. So God dang it, I would have loved to hit him and done another three, close to 400 damage to get that up to around 15, 1600 damage. I hate only doing 1200, 1000 damage. It just, when you're top tier in a match with freaking, tier sevens, you want to be up around 3, 4000 damage by the end of the match, not 1258. But like I said, I've literally been on the losing team, you know, out of out of the 17 matches 14 times in the last 3 days. I mean, I'm so sick of it. I figured I'm just gonna play it safe, just go slow, take it easy. But then I paid for it because our team rolled right over him, and then I ended up not doing a whole lot of damage. But hey, we actually won though, so I'm happy about that. But that's exactly what I kind of suspected was going to happen. They were going to try getting back here to reset cap. J Panther was coming back, Scorpion was coming back, and the Mutes there was coming back. And so with me sitting here, yeah, he might have hit me, but he probably wouldn't have got me two more times before I'd have been able to take him out. And knowing that he's there, I could have kind of angled more at a 45 instead of having a nice shot right on my side like I was starting to angle, but then the game stopped. So, but then I could have probably taken him out with two, maybe three shots, and possibly the 54 mod one could have got a shot on him. But so it would have been more damage for me. Yay, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But the good thing was at least they didn't reset cap, and we won the match. So if you want to hold on, I'll be right back with some other stuff. Post-game stats, more Christmas stuff, boxes, and all that goodies. All the goodies. Sorry about this video being so freaking long, guys. Alrighty, so here's the results of that match. Nothing to write home about. Like I said, I try and show you the very first match of whatever tank I'm taking out. I originally planned on taking out the Object 703 version 2 first, but after all was said and done, I ended up taking the E75 TS out first. I've always favored German tanks because of their accuracy, good armor, and so on and so forth. But not just that, but I did some digging first before I was going to take that out, and a lot. I mean, a lot of people that have won that 703 version 2 are taking them out and running them, which obviously it's a new toy, and so everybody wants to try them out. I'm gonna wait a little bit, and I'm gonna do this one tomorrow instead of today. The 703 version 2 I'm gonna do tomorrow versus today. Maybe, I don't know. I might even wait a couple days. And I hate doing that because I like to get replays out to you guys, but I mean, I don't know. I'll probably eat my words and take it out today. It's just, it's like a new toy. You want to take it out and play with it, but it's just, I just know so many people are going to have that thing out there. It's hard to tell how a tank is doing if there's 10 on each side. You know what I mean? If there's a mixture of tanks like this match, I was the only E75 TS on either side, I think. Yeah. So, and we were top tier, which usually always happens. And, I mean, it looks like it's doing pretty good. He had 10 shots, 9 hits, 6 pen. Um, hit 12 times, 6 pen, 6 bounce. Looks like he bounced a pretty good amount of damage. The armor on it is supposed to be pretty good. Now, the armor on this is supposed to be if you get hauled down. Unfortunately, I tried to get into a hauled down position. I took the little rock pile there and got a shot into the 703 version 2, penned him, and that was basically shooting around our 703 version 2. Oh, he had a hell of a good game too. 3,621. He had 8 hits received, 3 pen, 4 bounce. So he bounced 1,300, 13 shots, 12 hit, 9 pen. So yeah, he had a pretty good match. It looks like it's a pretty darn good tank, and I'll probably take it out today. I imagine I will. It's just killing me not to take it out, but I just know I'm gonna take it. The one time I take it out, I'll probably end up getting um, some field map with 3 artilleries, and I like to give you guys at least try a decent replay. But so, anyways, yeah, so I took out the E75 TS. I really like it. I love German tanks. I was able to shoot around our 703 version 2 to hit the enemy one because I've got my accuracy dispersion down to 0.34. I used the crew out of my Moss. Well, you can see it says Moss at the end there. But being this is a premium tank, you don't lose, you don't get penalized. So I got my aim time down. I got all my stats down. Kind of nice now. My rate of fire is up to 6.57. My gun reload is down to 9.13 seconds. So basically a 9-second reload. Very nice. I have to excuse me, guys. I've been up since last night at 10:30. I took off driving. Stopped this morning. Bought the loot boxes for myself and my son. It is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to get to bed because I got to get up at 9:30 tonight to take back off. Um, Anyways, our gun traverse, haul traverse up a little bit from our crew plus basically the crew and the food. Let's see. Our aim time is a lot better, 2.24 seconds. I still wish that were a lot lower, but heavies, they're usually around 2 seconds, give or take. Did get our dispersion down to 0.34. Traverse speed did go up to 2998. Concealment went up a little bit, but obviously it's heavy. And our view range is at 485 now. Excellent. Excellent field range, I must say. Excellent. But we hit the enemy 703 version 2 one time. And this match happened so fast. I, I kind of really wish I would have pushed harder now. I was afraid when I saw our team pushing as hard as they were that we were just gonna. I saw them coming up to our cap on the, I believe, west side of the map. I was kind of on the east side, middle to the east side of the map. So then I was gonna flank around there. I went in the building. I couldn't get a shot off because that damn door was right in front of my gun, so I couldn't go into the zoom to aim, where I should have just done an auto lock, pull the trigger. It was a Super Hellcat, I think. But anyways, our T-54 mod one hit him, finished him off, so saved me from probably taking a little bit of damage, maybe. Um, but then by the time I really started kind of pushing, it was too late. Almost all the enemies were gone. I took a shot at the artillery, and I would normally I'll be aiming in the artillery and I'll just wait till it's fully aimed in and boom, somebody hits them. So I tried getting the shot off a little bit before it was fully aimed in, and unfortunately I missed. I don't think I knocked his track off. I might have. I don't even know. But we hit the 703 version 2 for 339. The PZ-58 Mutts, which I mean, it's very accurate. I was lucky. I clipped his turret and got a shot at him for 367. Knocked out his gunner. The UD's-03, that stinker pot, he got a shot into my, when I was in that rock pile at first, I was going to go help our 703 version 2 and the guys in the buildings there, and I pulled out, and he was tucked down just enough where he didn't light till he shot. So he got a free shot of damage into my side there, which sucked. But we hit him for 330, and damage upon a spotting was 32, and we originally spotted him. Tiger 1, we hit him one time for 222. That's all the health he had left. Finished him off, knocked out his track. This was a crappy match for me, it really is. Only 1,258 damage, but we got third highest damage. We were top tanks. I would have loved to have been in that 703 going against Super Hellcats and stuff. Leos. I mean, obviously that's our team, but I'm just saying, laid a lot of Super Hellcats. Just stuff that are really going to struggle to try and pen in something like that. And basically, like, Super Hellcat, I mean, double barrel, that doesn't even have it. I don't think that's even got 800 hit points. I mean, do the double shot on those Super Hellcats, boom, that's gone in one shot. But we had 7 shots, 4 hit, 4 pen. I think I shot 1 premium and the rest were standard. Again, my shots fired were a little. They were my own fault. If I would have aimed a little bit better, um, calmed down a little bit, probably would have hit seven. Probably close to all those seven. Well, I don't know. That a couple of the shots I took were real iffy ones. But we did 1,258 damage. Like I said, nothing to write home about. But I always show you the first match. I don't hand pick, cherry pick the best, 4,000, 5,000 ace tanker matches like certain people do. We all know who QB is. I mean, Quacky Baby. Um, 367 damage of that was from 300 meters. We got hit three times. All three did pen us. I haven't watched the replay, but I imagine they were all our lower plate or our hull, because the hull is pretty cheesy, easy to penetrate. We spotted one, damage four, destroyed one. Damage with our assistance was 32. After all was said and done, we walked away with 76,402 credits. Pretty damn good. I mean, it was a pretty fast match. It lasted 5 minutes and 26 seconds. That's what I mean. That match, we pushed so fast and hard. And normally, it seems like I've been on the losing team. So this match here, I was going to play super extra careful, just so that if it was another one of those getting romple stomped and rolled over, that it did, I was around for a little bit to get some damage. And I got a bunch of those boxes I got to open up. So I was going to be around for a little bit to help my team out and whatnot, and then we just rolled right over them. I'm like, gosh dang it. They kind of killed them too quick. So unfortunately for me, it was I didn't get as much damage because of that. This guy here in the Javelin 91, I sent him a thank you real quick. Um, Him and another guy jumped on cap. I was gonna stay on cap at first, and I thought at that time I didn't have 1,000 damage. I'm like, oh no no no, I'm not gonna end this match with like 800 damage. Um, so uh, him and somebody else on our team stayed on the cap. I pushed forward to make sure that for one, the enemy cap, well, for one, so I got more damage if I could, and two, if the enemy came back, I could stall them so we could cap out. Because it was kind of getting close. I mean, they still had one, two, three tanks left. I mean, we still had one, two, three, four, five, six tanks, but that one was low tier. He was almost dead in the T-54 mod 1. I mean, he had like 50 some hit points, I think. Artillery, you know how that usually goes for artillery. Super Hellcat, he did a pretty good job. I don't know what he was left for health, but I don't think it was a whole lot. I still had like, I think half or three quarters of my health, and the 703 still had about half his health. Um, I think it was the J Panther. I did an auto lock on him at the very end, trying to get a shot off of him real quick because we had just capped, and I didn't even wait for it to shrink all the way in, and that shot missed because of that. Scorpion, I took a shot at him as he was, I think, backing down, so I kind of shot right over his turret. So a couple of the shots, if I would have aimed them a little bit longer, a little bit better, I probably would have walked away with a little more damage. But it ended up being a good thing that I did go push forward because the J Panther and the Scorpion, and actually I think something else was actually coming back to try and reset the cap, and well, they ran into me, so that helped our team finish off capping because they would have had to have gone through me completely to reset the cap, and that wasn't going to happen. I mean, I basically, I think this J Panther, I could have got him in two shots. The Scorpion, I think he was pretty low on health. E25, I don't even know. But yeah, it's always nice to, you know, tell your team thanks, good job, whatnot. It's well deserved, especially after being on the freaking losing streak that I have been on with my teams that I've been getting all the time. But yeah, so anyways, that was the E75 TS first match in it. I'm already kind of went over the gist of the stats, and I'm throwing it in this video. This is going to be a long video. I do apologize, and I think I've said have a good one like 3 times now, but I keep adding stuff to it. So um, normally I'm not so sporadic, but I just like want to get some of the stuff out as quick as I can. So tomorrow I'll hopefully get the 703, 307, whatever the hell that damn thing is. Freaking Russian tank that I always keep forgetting the darn number. 703 version 2. Get that one done so you guys can see a replay in that too. I know I don't have time today. And this is also going to be a long enough video as it is. So now, finally, you guys take it easy. Be safe. Have a good one. Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you before Christmas, anyways. But I'll see you guys on the battlefield.